أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. I always intend to get into the subject, but as an introduction, it may take long or short. I cannot, depending on how you respond, I cannot really not share my deep thoughts with you, and that only I can express my thoughts here and nowhere else in this group. I feel that the major issue of this century is agnosticism. Again, according to my understanding, agnosticism is not what the people think. I don't know what they think. My conclusion is this: agnosticism has two different, if you like, currents. One goes with actually atheists, not anti-theists. Atheists. They don't really believe, but not because they are against belief, not because they are against religious or religion, anything, or revelation, or belief in God, but they cannot really be satisfied with it, but they cannot really make their idea, their stand sure that atheism is absolutely right. So they hide behind the term of agnosticism that they are not sure, they don't know, so leave it alone. But they go along with their atheism. I don't think this is the subject of related to the people here, but I just wanted to make the distinction between this atheistic agnosticism, which is just, in fact, a hiding, a kind of hiding them. You can tell the assistant that the couple is this way. It's good. They are hiding their ignorance in the subject, and they name it agnosticism. But the other side of agnosticism is really seriously related to our case. We are not atheists, apparently. We think we believe, which may be the case, but we don't know what we are believing in. And we don't say that we are agnostics. We are agnostics. We say we believe, but we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to discuss about it and run away from the subject. I call this is a practical agnosticism, not theoretical agnosticism. Practically, most of the people, I'm not saying you are, but what is happening in the believers' world, not only in the Muslim world, including definitely the Muslim world and Christian world, Jewish or Buddhist, but maybe most Hinduist world, they don't really feel comfortable about their belief, but at the same time, they don't admit it. They pretend to have believed in it because they cannot deny. So not being able to deny it takes the form of belief in the believer's word. This is the valid. For Christians, Jews, if you speak to Jews, they are more frank because they are not much afraid of denying religion, because the religion is more related to the race relationship or blood relationship. So I am a Jew anyways. Even I believe in God or I don't believe in God, I'm a Jew. Yeah. So they don't have much trouble about confirming or not confirming what their religious requirements are. But that's why they are more comfortable. When it comes to Christianity, they say, I don't know why, but I got faith. What do you mean by you got faith? I've got faith. It means I cannot deny it. I don't have evidence. I cannot prove it, and I don't feel confidence in my claim. But since I cannot, because I don't have any evidence either to deny it, so I better have faith in it. So they are hiding behind the word or vocabulary of faith, but they don't know what they are confirming really, which is belief. That's their problem. Their problem doesn't mean that it is not related to us, but it is something to do with us, but not directly. When it comes to Muslim case, it is more subtle than everything else, because we don't hide behind faith. Muslims don't hide behind the word, vocabulary, faith. We don't say that. No, I'm speaking in terms of whole community. We don't say that I've got faith, I don't know why. But we say, no, it is our religion. I confirm. Okay, if you answer, what do you confirm? I'm sure that there is one God, and this God is one. He doesn't have a son or daughter, whatever, and there is an hereafter. Okay, are you sure? Are you sure? Do you have any evidence for it? Of course, because of the what is the word? The simplicity is not the basicness. It is the simplicity or basic. That doesn't mean really not important. No, very important. Because of the simplicity that Islam offers to believe in God as the one who created the universe, is the owner of the universe. It is not complicated. It is very basic. It is simple to understand. That's why they feel confident in their belief in God. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, people feel confident in their belief in God. But when it comes to practical side of belief, they say, no, well, I believe in God. I believe in God. Well, how are you going to put this belief into practice? They don't know. They jump from the belief area, belief field, into religious duties. Not really believing in God and living accordingly in this world, that everything is created by Him. Every moment, every single thing is under His control, and interacting with the universe accordingly, that is missing. But because I believe in God, so I don't drink alcohol, I don't know, I pray, I fast. Look, jumping from belief into practical side. Practical means really rituals or rules or jurisprudential matters. So I feel that this is a kind of hidden agnosticism. Hidden agnosticism, which is prevalent in the Muslim world. Or not openly declared and admitted, confessed, but outwardly seems to be believing, but at the same time, belief is not settled in the minds and hearts of the people, because belief requires certainty. Certainty requires evidence to prove that it is really correct. It means the heart must feel confident about it. And if you want to have a heart which is confident about the conclusion, prior to this, your mind must be satisfied. If the mind is not satisfied, heart cannot deal with the subject. So your heart only uses the such rationally convinced evidences and then works on it. That's what we miss most of the time, to go through these processes. That's why, without using the reasoning in confirming the matters related to belief, we jump into having a heart relationship, emotional relationship with the subjects, which seems to be good to believe. For example, you know that I'm being very theoretical. Huh? So, but be careful about this. Reason looks for an objective evidence, but heart doesn't look for an objective evidence. The heart looks and searches for conviction, satisfaction within itself with no suspicion. Yes, it fits. For example, when you are hungry, or make it easy, when you are thirsty, when you drink water, it quenches your thirst, it saturates your need, you feel relaxed. You say, okay, this is what I needed. Although you may not know that it is water, liquid, whatever it is, you feel satisfied with it. It fits. For example, this is a more concrete example, but let's work on a more emotional example. For example, if you do some good work, which is actually, I have a lot of doubts about it. Altruism, sacrificing from yourself for the benefit of others, which is called, my pronunciation may be not right, altruism. Yeah, altruism is a shield, actually, is a shield for the hidden agnosticism. We have to be careful there. But the hidden agnosticism is that you are not sure, but you don't dare question the matter because you feel that you are going to lose your faith. But in fact, if you have the evidence, if you are convinced about it, you have nothing to lose. You are confident about it. If you are not confident about it, you have nothing to lose because you didn't have it anyway. Why don't you put the problem on the table and let's diagnose it? Let's look for the answer. Investigate together. We are not brave enough to investigate it together. So I'm going back to the satisfaction of the heart. Now, any altruistic action is confirmed by the heart, and you see that you've done something wrong. Sorry, right. That's the opposite. You've done something right. You feel comfortable. You don't have a conflict within yourself. Your heart is satisfied with it. That's correct. That is correct. But it doesn't mean that any altruistic action is done in the right way. That is something different. Any altruistic activity must be done in order to discover what is hidden in you, what is hidden in your humanity, human quality, in order to know the creator of these senses. Acknowledging the creator of these senses. Do you get it? So if you don't use it for the purpose of their being given to you or endowed within your being, in order to know who created all these senses, what you are doing, you are attributing your altruistic activities to your own self, and your own self doesn't deny it. But it is not fulfilling the objects or purposes of those feelings which are given to you. It means they are given to you in order to know their creator. If you don't use it in order to know their creator, you are really using it in the wrong way, and you don't feel that what you are doing is wrong because it fits human nature. But if you question, okay, I helped this guy. I did something good action to this guy. Okay, I felt comfortable about it. Now be careful. And what is the end result? I am comfortable. I feel satisfied. I helped once. I helped twice. I helped 10 times. Help, 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 and die. And die. So your help is gone. Can it be the end result? Can it be the ultimate purpose of these senses given to you? If it is going to go into annihilation, if it is going to be completely lost when you die, then does it have any human value? Humanity looks for eternity. Humanity looks for absolute. Humanity looks for no end. So helping others can only be a means, not the purpose. What's the word? Means or ends. Cannot be the ends. That's why we understand that when we do something right, which is appropriate to our creation, our heart feels comfortable about it, and we think that that is right. But when it comes to the belief matters is not a passive action or passive attitude. It is a active attitude. It means an action which confirms the claim. But when you just say that, okay, I feel that it is good to believe in the eternal life hereafter, when I say that, okay, it is good that, for example, not to steal, not to tell lie, not to harm other people's properties, etc., It's okay. But what is it good for? For human needs, for humanity, human beings are created to base their understandings, base their worldview on something eternal, absolute, never ending, so that human heart and spirit will be satisfied for good. That needs positive action, not negative silence. Positive action. It means we have to take a positive action by questioning. Why do I do that? What is good in doing this or believing in this? For example, do you believe in the eternal life? I don't know. I had a very good advisor for my PhD thesis. So he was a very nice man. He was agnostic. And I'm coming from a Christian background, but didn't claim to be a Christian. I really love him, and I still love him. He's a very, very old guy now. Anyways, he used to tell me, look, Ali, I am a good man. Really, I don't harm anybody. And I try to help anybody that I can. All right? So even if, look at this mentality, which is very common, even if there is God, even if there is eternal life, that I will be resurrected after I die, God will not get angry with me. It sounds quite clever and right. Even if there is, look, that is why belief requires a positive action, not a passive attitude. Even if there is, I am not a bad guy. What is the criterion to be a bad guy or to be a good guy? We have to ask, because we are human beings. Our definition of bad or our definition of good must be according to the capacity of human beings. According to the capacity of human beings, eternal. Capacity of human being is that doesn't get satisfied with anything transient. So bad and good must be described according to the eternal, immortal expectations of human capacity. If your help to a person is a transient event, transient action, it is not human. Be careful. It is not human. It is just a means. It is not the ends. Through every action, I have to confirm what I am expected to confirm. It must be the result of a positive action. It means questioning and finding out the answer. That's why the Qur'an says, who's this guy? This guy. So, welcome. Did you come back from the trip?
Yes.
Was it? You are safe? Yes. Good. Excellent. Excellent. They are students. They are more closer. I am always with them, only once a week with you. So there's a difference. So anyways, okay. I'm very happy to see you. So it must be a positive action, which must satisfy the human needs. For example, what is the difference between human needs and animalistic needs? Now, when you are hungry, which most of you are hungry except Adam, I think he's not fasting. I don't know whether he's a Muslim or not. So he is 6 months old. So people may misunderstand from the recordings, you know. I'm just joking. So we are hungry. Now, to saturate your hunger with food provided by the IC, thanks, Alhamdulillah, thank God, and we thank Imam Khalid as well to organize all this. You satisfy your animalistic need, not human needs. Human needs much more beyond and above these needs. Much more. We need eternal satisfaction that my life and my being doesn't depend on only a temporary satisfaction, but I must be satisfied eternally. I don't want, not only today, not tomorrow, but never be hungry. And not only me, I don't want anybody else also to be hungry. Not only me and other people, I don't want animals also not to be hungry. Not only that, I don't want the plants also not to be hungry or thirsty for water or nourishment or fertilizers, whatever they need, or atmosphere. I want everything perfect and eternally perfect with no end. I ask this question to myself. And you can ask this question to you as well. You know, make an introspective reflection in yourself. Go home and think about it. If someone tells you guaranteed 100 years of happiness, 100-year youth, you are not going to get old like me, and you will be happy, and everything will be guaranteed, will you be satisfied? 100 years. Afterwards, you will be completely destroyed. You say, okay, it's a good bargain compared to the practical life. You know, it's a good bargain. But when it comes to 99 years, and then when you start counting the months, you know, 6 months is left, 5 months is left, 3 months is left, months are left, 1 month, you say, can I get another 100? I don't want to be annihilated completely. Look at how human beings are created for eternity. Let's extend this bargain from 100 to 1,000. By God, I am confident at the end of the 999 years, you will start again the deal, saying that, can I get another 1,000? Because human beings are not created to be subject to destruction completely. Complete annihilation. We cannot think of complete annihilation. We cannot accept complete annihilation. So we are created for eternity, and we are created for eternal life. Whatever we do, we have to look for the eternal dimension of this action. It means, coming back to our example of hunger and having dinner today, the food is a temporary satisfaction which only satisfies your animality, but it doesn't satisfy your humanity. Only the humanity can only be satisfied when you realize that the preparer, the creator of this food is the one who created me with this need and satisfying and introducing himself to me. Introducing himself to me. Look, I am the one who created you, who knows your needs, and I am eternal. I have fed billions of you, people like you. I have been feeding them, not only you, but the animals and the plants and also inanimate beings. I am preparing what they need to exist. Everything is from me, and I am preparing everything freely for you. The food is a means. The end result of this eating is becoming acquainted with your eternal supplier of the food. That is the side of the news that we get from the food, that I am taken care of by the eternal being. So that is humanity. Now, only after understanding that this food cannot exist by itself, this food, the process of this food cannot create itself. It is prepared by a conscious being who will to expose himself to me. That's why I am now in need of the food, to use it as a means of getting acquainted with the creator, the provider of the food, who is eternally merciful, who is absolutely generous. If you don't see this aspect or this news from the food, you are ignoring your humanity. If you don't get the evidence from the preparation of this food that you are owned by an absolute being who is taking care of you, and everything created by him in this world is a means of getting to know him, being sure of his existence and his relationship with you. So you can confirm by investigating that this food cannot come into existence by itself. This investigation takes place at the level of rationality. You have to think the relationship between cause and effect. How this plant, how this fruit, vegetable, whatever, came into existence. You have to think about it. You cannot emotionally understand it. Don't hide yourself. You have to think about it. And at the end, you have to be convinced by investigating that it cannot come into existence by itself. It cannot create itself. It is prepared. And then come to your heart now. When you are eating the food, you say, this is a gift, this is a present from the one who created it to me, so that he is revealing himself to me. He is letting me know who my owner is, who the creator of this food is, and he is really introducing himself to me. Then this event is appropriate to human expectations. Your heart says, yeah, I really must have a Lord who takes care of me, who created me. So it doesn't contradict the expectation of the heart, because heart already expects to be eternal. Heart already expects a protector, a caretaker who will take care of my existence eternally, as he gave me the need for eternal happiness. So he is taking care of it. It doesn't contradict, and heart confirms it. But if the mind has not been actively used or employed in the process of confirming the matter, heart is left alone with no evidence. So don't cheat yourself. That I believe my religion is the best. The last religion, where the Quran is not being corrupted. So what? Nothing. Not being corrupted. Okay, there are many books, manuscripts. Go to India or China, there are manuscripts which has been not corrupted for thousands of years. So what? Are you satisfied? Have you received the message which made sense to you rationally and which you experienced in your own heart that it is appropriate to your human expectations? This double, if you like, stage of the process of confirmation is described by the Muslim scholars. The serious scholars belief takes place only after using one's free will. It's a very, very famous and very well-known scholar. It is our principle not to mention the name. So that's why I'm not mentioning the name. It's not important, but very sound scholar. It starts with human will. You have to use your will. You have to use your free will to investigate it. And it will come to the heart. When it is sent to the heart will feel comfortable about it. For example, if I say, Tariq, not this today, you are safe today. Okay. So, Tariq, I will take care of you for 10 years. Let's say I am a very rich man. I don't want to be, but okay. Example. I'll take care of everything. Don't worry about anything. You don't have to go to work. Just entertain. Whatever you want, I'll give you a private pilot and the airplane, everything for 10 years. Okay? That's a deal. Okay? I don't want anything from you. You don't have to pay. You don't have to work for me. It's good? For 10 years. Sorry?
Why can't that?
That's it. You will say, you will be happy. You will be happy that you have not chosen. So, Tara, but at the end of 10th year, I'm going to slaughter you. What do you think? What do you think? Frankly, 10 years you will be, I don't like the word, but just the figure of language, like a king. I hate them, but so what? They think they are, I don't think so, they are happy. No, they all die of cancer. So, because cancer. Okay, because they have lots of things going on here in order to protect their throne. Lots of things, the politics, but they are not comfortable. So, well, you will entertain your life for 10 years, but at the end of 10th year, I slaughter you. Now, use your mind, use your heart. Your mind will say 10 years is good. Your heart will say no. Immediately. Yeah. You understand that belief is a matter of heart ultimately, not only, ultimately. The news that the reasoning brings to you, when this news comes to the heart wouldn't say no. It doesn't reason. Be careful of, although the Quran says you have to reason with heart, but in this example that I'm taking now, that's another matter. We can discuss that. It's another matter. The Quranic terminology is excellent. Reasoning heart, Quran says, reasoning heart. Combines reasoning and one's emotional or sensual comfort. So, will you be happy or not? Say it clearly. 10 years like a king, New York is yours, everything is yours. Afterwards, I slaughter you.
No.
Will you sign this contract? Yes or no?
No.
I wouldn't. Then he says he doesn't. He doesn't sign the contract. I wouldn't. Why? Not 10 years, 25 years. What would you say?
Thanks, but no thanks.
No thanks. Okay. Look, what we do in this world, we study, we work for 25 years of comfort. And afterwards, we have no preparation. It means absolute annihilation, slaughter. We don't really ask ourselves. We are not brave enough to ask this question. I am working, I am studying, I'm preparing for this world. Okay. So what? At the end, for example, I am working for an philanthropist. How do you say it?
Philanthropy or nonprofit?
No, yeah. Which kind of activities they are called philanthropists? Or
Philanthropist.
say it again.
Philanthropist.
Say it again clearly.
Philanthropist.
F or f?
Then.
Philanthropist activities for 30 years. For 30 years, even they may make my statue and put it in the Washington Square. Afterwards, I will be slaughtered. Isn't that the same? So, believe in eternity, believe in the absolute source of security is human. If you don't have it, your whole life, even you live like a king, is not worth it. That's what this dimension of the worldview is missing, just because we don't think. We are hiding ourselves behind negative pessimism, laziness, hopelessness. Hopelessness, why hopelessness? It needs study. We have to study. It needs serious thinking, using human qualities in order to understand the message that we receive from the creator of this universe. Whatever the form it is, I am not saying the Qur'an only, whatever. We have to receive the message from the creator of this universe, revealing why he has created this universe and me in it with a consciousness. And this consciousness is something that you cannot get rid of it. Only you can get rid of it either becoming really under very heavy depression or total drunkenness. Otherwise, you cannot kill human consciousness. It is the most vivid, most powerful proof in human beings that we have to investigate. We have to question. Because we question, we cannot really ignore it. It's not a simple matter. We may be wasting. I don't know about you, but I am wasting my time by securing my future for 35 years or 40 years at the most. But after 65 years, they will just chase you away, that you are not good anymore, you retire. That's it. Go. So after 35 years of work, maybe having a regular income, and then you are nothing. That's not human. We have to understand that. That is exactly like the example I gave. I will give you 35 years of absolute happiness in this world. Afterwards, I slaughter you. You wouldn't sign the contract. You wouldn't say, yes, okay, I agree with it. But practically what we are doing, we are signing the contract. That's what I see. That is hidden agnosticism, which is, I see in everywhere in the world of the believers, and also in the Muslim community. Hidden agnosticism. We are living in this world just pretending to be happy and pretending to be religious, But in reality, we are not really questioning the fundamental matters that I have to feel absolutely comfortable within my own existence, within my own being a human being. Because everything must be absolute for me. Existence must be eternal. Life must be eternal. Happiness must be eternal with no concern. Eternal. Because otherwise, I will never be satisfied as a human being. I must admit that. I must face this reality, which we run away from, unfortunately. So, what are we going to do? Aren't we going to be altruist? Say it again, philanthropist? No.
Philanthropist.
Philanthropy.
The philanthropist.
Philanthropist. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be philanthropist. Thank you, my teacher. You see, I was my teacher. Okay. So we shouldn't be all. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't get do any work. We shouldn't get ready for life or this life. No, no, no. It doesn't mean it is so simple. You are hungry. It doesn't mean that in order to satisfy your human needs, you shouldn't eat dinner. That's obvious. The one who created me with the need to eat dinner, but through the dinner, I have to search for eternal needs. If I don't, I will be wasting my time and cheating myself. I must be brave enough to say this. So you people, I know you are, every one of them, including Raya, including Raya, is more intelligent than me. He is, I know that. He asks me so much questions, so really bright, smart questions that I found hard to answer. Although I challenge every question. I said, oh, ask me any question you want. But when he asked me a question, let me think about it. Right. You are clever people. You cannot pretend to be like your fathers, your mothers. Never. Never. Don't cheat yourself. You cannot pretend to be the people in the local mosques. Don't cheat yourself. You are intelligent people. You are very clever. But when it comes to religion and religious matters, not you personally, we in general, turn down. No, that's what they say. Okay, all right, I agree with it. Why not? That's it, like that. How is your evidence? Where are your evidences? Which will satisfy your mind as well as your heart after being satisfied, after your mind is being satisfied. It must be approved by your heart as well. It should not contradict human feelings. It's very obvious. Most of the time, heart doesn't work according to or by following the human will. Do you understand? Human will only operates or uses the tools of reasoning. So you want to think about it or you don't want to think about it. Human reasoning. You want to choose this one or that one, this object or that object. When it comes to heart, you don't really manipulate it. You don't really control it. It functions automatically. For example, when I asked the question for the contract, 25 years of contract, so you will be absolutely happy for 24. I take care of it. You don't have to do anything. But after 25 years, I will slaughter you and you will be annihilated for good. Did you think that, shall I really sign this contract or not? Or automatically You will slaughter him afterwards? No. That is hard. But you may use your reasoning only 10 years, 15 years, 25 years. How long is it? Yeah. When the number disappears, only the contract is for eternity, then heart automatically says yes. So heart directly looks to its creator with no intermediary. Do you understand that? With no intermediary. But reason works through the intermediary of free will. So if we don't use our free will to choose to investigate the truth, the reality, to question it, mind doesn't work there. Mind works only how to accumulate money or secure a good job or something on good. Okay. I know most of the people are interested in that subject. So, okay, good wife, good husband, or this kind of thing. Yeah, but that is intentional. So the mind works under the leadership of free will. Heart doesn't. Heart automatically says yes or no. But what you can do, if you like, shut off the value of the heart. It means, no, I want eternity. Some people say in the you see them in the media saying that it's a wishful thinking for the eternal life. There's no such thing. But we want the eternal life. That's why we make it up. That's what they say, the propagandists of atheistic ideas. So under the disguise of scientism, it's the most stupid thing, but we don't have time for today for this. So we have to be very careful about this. These are a few people, just a few handful of people. Most of the people just shut down their heart's concern, saying that, okay, I don't know, but let's hope, let's wish. Maybe true. Okay, what should I gain by denying it? Look at this. Look at the trick. For example, what would you gain by denying God or by denying the hereafter? What would you gain? Nothing. But it may be good to say yes, just in case. Yeah. But this is how we cheat, really, ourselves by, if you like, stupefying our minds, making it dumb, so that the heart will have no data to work on. We have to understand, work on yourself. Think about what's going on in yourself. You are precious. Every one of you, every human being is created to be equal to the whole universe in order to acknowledge the creator of the universe in full sense. Your capacity is immense, limitless. We don't use it. We don't use our capacity because we just really turn away from it by not being concerned with these most serious matters related to our existence. Think about it. I always say this, and I will say today again, think about your own existence. Be aware of your existence, that you exist now. And what does it mean? Don't be, you are not fools, but there are some stupid philosophers, they say, don't ask questions that you don't know the answers for. Yeah? If I don't know the answer, then I wouldn't ask the question, where is the investigation? What am I going to do? I am a human being. So I have to investigate. So I have to ask questions and search for the answer to my questions. And there are some questions that they don't have, there is no answer to them. But if you don't investigate, how can you make, for example, if the people didn't study, how can they make the computer? How can make the airplanes? They investigate it. That's how you find it. So we have to ask questions. If a person doesn't ask questions, he's not a human being. Only animals don't ask questions. Human beings ask questions. That makes me human being. So if there is no answer, it means your preconditioned idea or choice that you say that there is no answer to any question. If there is a question in human nature, there is an answer to it. If you don't know, keep investigating. Keep investigating, because that's the definition we know, or let me say, this is my definition. If there was no answer to any question, my creator wouldn't give me the ability to ask this question. It would be contradiction of the creator. And I see no sign that the creator of this universe contradicts himself. Look at everything is perfect, harmoniously working, renewing, and continuously demonstrating the signs, innumerable signs of wisdom. Let alone my creator will be contradicting himself. It is impossible. So if I have the ability to ask questions, it means there is an answer to it. But I have to learn. I have to study. You cannot really learn something immediately. You cannot become an engineer in one night. So we have to work. We have to study. So we have to work on it. If we don't ask the questions, it means we are denying our humanity. And if we don't look for the answers to our questions, if we ask the questions, if we don't look for the answer to our questions, that means I am just hiding or being lazy. I am just running away from my reality. Running away from my reality. It means I am wasting my humanity. I think this is the worst thing that one can waste, his humanity. His humanity.
What if the question is so difficult to answer that you wouldn't be able to, within your lifetime, answer it yourself? I mean,
see, the answer, search for it, there is no end to it. There is no end.
For example, I want to know what my purpose in life is. Where did I come from?
Yeah.
And that means that I would have to explore the universe and how the universe came to be. But I'm not a physicist or.
No, you don't have to. No.
Well, I mean.
Every human being. Yeah. You don't have to.
No, I can argue that I would have to be a physicist to understand.
No.
Where, like me,
No,
as material, where did that come from?
Have you not experienced a mosquito biting you? Think about it. You don't have to be a physicist. What's happening there? A mosquito knows where your blood is and perfectly working. How come? How come? Ask the question. Don't say like that and kill. Just say, how is it working? Let me see. You don't have to be a biologist. You don't have to be a chemist or a physicist. No. So because they are just classified disciplines, physics explains the matter, chemistry explains how the reaction happens, and biology explains how the life works within this chemical world or chemistry. That is just the way of studying the things, but we have to look for the meaning to that. So you don't have to be any specialized in anything, but you have to be a serious seeker. seeker for the answers to your questions. You and I, everybody. When you have the question, you don't have to go back to the beginning of the universe. What is wrong with today? And your existence now, your fingers playing with the pencil, how is it? The existence of text moving. Why don't you question that? Look, can it happen by itself? Question it. You don't have to study. But if you study, you go deeper. Of course, the understanding has endless layers, yeah? But you have to start from the first layer, and then the second, and then the second. And also you are, if you like, I don't like the word, but I have to use it in quote unquote quotation mark, lucky that we have the Qur'an. It keeps you, it gives you the guidance. It's full of examples where to reflect, how to think, full of examples, how you really benefit, use this universe as the act of God, act of the Creator, in order to understand the purpose of the existence of this universe itself. Because God really doesn't speak to you from behind the black clouds. God speaks to you with creating the black clouds. But you have to look for the meaning of this, meaning in its existence. Just be serious. Don't hide behind ignorance. Don't hide behind agnostic attitude. I don't know why, but that's what we say. That's what the people say. That's what we believe. Why? I don't know. That's in Islam we believe this. Why? I don't know. It means I'm lazy. I'm lazy. So this passive agnosticism must be recognized by you intelligent people. Don't do the same thing to some people who are not used to these kind of discussions, but you are. You have to question. Don't take anything for granted in matters related to belief. Look, don't take anything for granted in matters related to belief. You cannot. If you do so, it is not belief. It is ignorance. It is not denial either, but it is ignorance. It is laziness. You want to say something?
Well, I just have a question related. So you're separating the heart and the mind, but I guess
actually not. But let me hear.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. When you ask these questions, right, related to like purpose or any sort of questions related to belief, there's no actual end to it. Isn't the end just when your heart is content with it? But I mean, it seems like it is. Like it seems like, I don't know. It is like the answer to a question is often. I don't know, it's an emotional response.
Now, first of all, if I understood you rightly, Mike.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not really separating mind and heart, but this is a process. Listen, for example, without eating, you wouldn't know what taste is. Without reading, you don't know what it means. So when you read with your eyes, and eyes works with your brain. And this is called a logical or rational activity. But immediately you get the meaning, immediately you eat the food and get the taste of it, your heart automatically integrates into the process integrates itself into the process and says yes or no. So it is an if you like, an integral work.
Right.
is taking place in our being, human being. That's human being.
So could we say like the mind asks the questions and the heart, I guess, finds the answer?
No, but for example, you see with your eyes. You hear with your ears, not eyes. But you are all together. Eyes and ears and nose and tongue, whatever. Yeah? You are all together. But of course, if you want to see something, you use your eye, not your nose. Now, so when you come to the cause and effect relationship, it means the causal chain. It means the analyzing the order of the creation. You use your mind, questioning whether this effect can be given existence by this cause, or put the same question in the other way around, or the opposite direction. Can this cause? When I say it is cause, it's not to cause. In fact, everything is an effect. Did you know that? There's no cause. The cause is the creator. But in our I would say secular disciplines, we are taught that there are cause and effect, cause and effect. No. That's an order. But in the order, every element is an effect. The cause is the creator who gives existence to the order. That's another subject. But what we see that cause and effect, cause and effect. You know, for example, you ate and you felt satisfied. Yeah. For example, that seems to be the food is satisfying you. Food doesn't know you. Food is created, your hunger is created, your satisfaction is created, your consciousness of this process is created. That's what you are. Do you see that? It is a whole process. We cannot really separate them, but it follows a certain process. So first you look at the food and you eat it and then you taste it. And then you say, who is preparing this? I really like that. Who is this source that prepared this food for me? So the heart comes that looks for the source that if only this satisfaction is eternal. Do you understand the process? That's what we have to not acknowledge. We have to realize ourselves. I'm not saying you don't believe you are not good Muslims, you are good Muslims, none of my business really who. But what we are all lazy human beings as far as belief matters are concerned. We take it for granted. For granted. The belief matters is mostly are taken for granted and saying that, okay, it must be so, that's our religion. And the Christians say it must be so, that's our religion. And everybody is happy what they have found. The Qur'an says, you are happy with what we have found in your environment. That's not reality. You have to investigate it. You have to question. Then you have to use your human qualities in order to question what the truth is. So you have to use your all human capacities together. But it has degrees. The realization has degrees. For example, when you look at the garden or an orchard, for example, you say, oh, it's beautiful. I like it. And you see the fruits on vegetables, whatever they grow in an orchard. So, oh, I like this, I want to eat it. It's very simple now. But if you think about them, reflect on their existence, if you reflect on their existence, you start wondering how they are growing, how they really get the certain shapes, how they come into existence, how they really are given the taste, different colors, different beauty, different delicious nourishments, all sorts of qualities. And then if you want to study further, you can go into studying biology or whatever, or the chemistry, whatever you want to study. You become more and more bewildered, astonished at the perfection of the order that the things are coming into existence. But the yes and no answers looks like black and white. What I mean by this, do you believe in the Creator? Yes. It's white. It's white. Or no, it's black. It's obvious. You said yes or no. But after taking it further, or taking these conclusions seriously, if you say that there is no Creator, you are in trouble. Why? You cannot find any evidence. And you cannot progress. But if you say yes, now your path is open. But open until you die. You have to investigate more and more. The more you study, the more you question, the more you investigate, the more satisfaction you get in your heart. But you have to work on it. If you don't work on it, you don't get anywhere. Just only claim remains as claim, unfortunately. You don't go anywhere else. But shift from belief matters into what shall I do as a Muslim? What is expected from me as a Muslim? So you start writing the lists of things. You have to pray in Ramadan, you have to fast, and you have to do this. Now, how about the belief itself? Belief itself. Yeah, I believe that Islam is a good religion. It really is a humanistic religion. It encourages human beings to do good actions. It is good. But you don't believe in the eternal life just because you feel like it. You feel good about it. No, you have to confirm it. And an altruist person also feels good when he does some good actions. Do you think they are stupid? No. But they satisfy their human needs on a temporary base. It means they feel comfortable by definition that they will be comfortably die. And their name or their, I don't know, fame will remain behind them while they are rotting in the grave. But at least it is a temporary comfort. It is a temporary comfort. But it's not human, but it's a temporary comfort. It is an invitation. Why don't you look for the eternal comfort? That is human. But unfortunately, because if they don't want to act in the name of God, they are bound to choose this temporary satisfaction, because their heart, everybody's heart feels uncomfortable if they are not doing something humanly satisfactory. That's what the people are fighting now. Of course, there was a time in the recent history, people used to kill each other. Remember the First and Second World Wars? They were crazy. They were killing each other for nothing. It means my fame, my race, your race is greater than mine or yours. Okay, I think we have to stop now here. Okay. Okay. So now people are against wars and going crazy, but they don't know what to do. This is the age of, that's why I say this is the age of agnosticism, and unfortunately this disease has contagion and contested, no, epidemic among Muslims too. We have to admit that. But it is a hard reality to face. Inshallah, we will do that. We will ask questions. We will question. Even we don't get the answer, we will try to get the answer in our discussions, inshallah. Yep.
What was that?
Very quick.
What was that introduction about?
Now, the Prophet Abraham is going to be the, patriarch of monotheistic religions there. So is going to be an example for us how to investigate, without hesitation, without hiding behind agnosticism, without hiding behind laziness, without hiding behind purposelessness, without ignoring our human qualities. Prophet Abraham is going to use his human qualities. This is the example for you and me, inshallah, in the Quran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka anta al-alim al-hakim wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you. That was a long introduction.
So now we start the
Thank you. Sorry.
So now we start the slides.
Inshallah. Inshallah. It's okay. Inshallah.